What is going on, guys? Steeler here, back again, and State of Decay 2 has a problem, according to Eurogamer. Now, just to be clear, State of Decay 2 looks absolutely phenomenal to me. I'm on record asking for exactly what this game is, unless there's something I don't know. I feel like these complaints are completely, absolutely ridiculous, considering the game isn't even out yet, and they were not playing the final build of the game. So today there was a massive news dump when it comes to State of Decay 2. A lot of different websites went there, played the game for a couple hours, and Eurogamer, of course, Eurogamer, wanted to stand out by releasing the negative article. There's always one, and according to them, State of Decay 2 is looking overly familiar. I'm sure they love Call of Duty, by the way. But in all seriousness, they were informed before playing that this is not the release version of the game, and there was going to be all sorts of oddities and glitches during their playthrough. They decided to hammer on home the point that, hey, the game is it's repetitive and it's got some glitches. Now, this is kind of the odd part here, because the other sites give the disclaimer that, of course, hey, we expected these types of things. But this guy really just drives it home, and really he's got some good points, all very good points. If the game was out, I would definitely think these were good points, but as of right now, and I'm not saying these won't be problems at launch, but as of right now, I think it's not really all that responsible as a journalist to speak so negatively about issues you have literally just been told will probably not be there or should not be there at launch. Just my opinion. Now, the complaint I see persisting for maybe some people is the repetitive nature of some of the things you do in the game. Yes, you do spend time out looting houses, hospitals, gun shops, veterinarian clinics, all kinds of stuff, and you're finding particular resources for things you need for your own base camp. You are building up your base camp, you kind of grow attached to the base camp, and you run missions out of the base camp, and it just tends to work. It's a gameplay loop that worked very effectively in the first State of Decay game. Secondly, many people haven't played State of Decay since the year the first one came out on the 360. Some people dove back in with Year 1 Survival Edition, the remastered, quote-unquote, version on the Xbox One, but I think enough time has passed to jump back into State of Decay 1, but with better visuals, performance, and co-op. Also, personally, I did not mind State of Decay 1's story. It was very simple. It also fit the budget of the title. If this one has a similar narrative, I don't have a problem with that. It's a $29 game, $29.99. I don't have a massive problem with that, honestly, because it kind of fits the playstyle of the game. And if this guy didn't get to experience any of that narrative, then that's something he should have kind of taken into account. Also, this guy is complaining about the enemy types and the repetitive nature of combat with those enemy types, and apparently there are enemy types to be revealed in the future for this title that have not been in this build. The host tether was a big issue, meaning if you join a friend's game, you can't go all that far away before the game says, hey, you gotta stick next to your buddies. I think that's actually by a design decision. Think about it. If a game like Ark Survival Evolved, what is essentially an MMO on console, can have a much further host tether than State of Decay 2, I think it's by design, and I think I actually heard that in an interview or in a gameplay demonstration, that they wanted you to stick close to your buddies. And of course, I encourage everybody to seek that information out. But of course, yeah, if it's too ridiculously close, extend it out, Undead Labs. Give people a little more freedom. Networking bugs, once again, falls under the category of, hey, this damn game's not done. Give us a minute. Vehicle flickering bug. That's one he was complaining about, vehicles flickering and stuff. The frame rate issues, obviously the game was an old build, as I said before, and of course optimization carries through as I speak. And really, it just all comes down to the one problem that can actually be a real problem, in my opinion. It could be the repetitive nature of the game, but going back and playing State of Decay 1 as I have, I remember it all kind of falls into place. It's kind of like jumping back into Witcher 3 after taking a couple weeks off. It's hard to kind of get into in the first 30 minutes, but by the first hour, you are firing on all cylinders, and I really feel like fans of State of Decay 1 loved that gameplay loop, and that's just what they're craving. And doing that with their friends, while he says it may be underwhelming, I guess we will have to figure it out and see for ourselves. But Let me know what you think down below. Do you think this guy's being a little ridiculous? Do you think it's kind of stupid to criticize so heavily where other outlets have given disclaimers and said, hey, we know this is an old build? Let me know what you guys think. It could be just typical old Eurogamer. Also, if you actually agree with the video, help it out by giving it a like. Really appreciate it. And of course, if you like content like this, subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, content like this, consider being a patron for as little as $1 a month. Plenty of great tiers and rewards, game giveaways, and more. And check out RDX tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. And we should have a lot of good conversations going, including this one. So thank you so much. I'm Dealer. I'm out.